This video is the second in the series of A Quest for Pi, which explores Archimedes and his method for calculating it. Archimedes was an ancient Greek mathematician who became the first to ever provide a theoretical approximation of this number. Bearing in mind that this calculation was computed in around 250 BC, this finding was vital for the Greeks of the time, who strived for precise measurements in their architecture and art forms. Archimedes used a simple proof that relied on the use of geometry. Knowing from the previous video that pi can be found by taking the circumference divided by the diameter, Archimedes drew shapes inside and outside of a circle which estimated the circumference. In doing so, he could find an approximate value for pi by using these shapes instead of the circle itself. This is useful because the perimeter of the shapes is much easier to find out as opposed to a circumference of a circle which was practically impossible to get back in his time. If the circle has a diameter of 1, then like in the previous video, the circumference is itself pi. Then, the perimeters of the shapes inside and outside the circle also measure pi, approximately. As shown, the more the number of sides these shapes have, the more accurate the perimeters are in regards to the circumference, and therefore a more accurate value of pi is the result. Archimedes initially took two triangles, measured the perimeter of them by using what is now known as trigonometry, and found that pi was larger than 2.598 and so on, but smaller than 5.196 and so on. He kept using these shapes such that he was doubling the number of sides each time until he reached a 96-sided shape. Yes, this is a shape with 96 sides, it isn't a circle. This found pi to be between 3.141 and so on, and 3.142 and so on, which isn't bad at all. However, it shouldn't come as much of a surprise, because this 96-sided shape is essentially indistinguishable from a circle.